I feel a little strange actually, because I've been, with the exception of 1 year, I've been here from the very beginning. I've been here since 1993, which of course isn't 25 years ago. And I was in Isia before that, in Dubrovnik before that, but not for so long. So a lot happened. Prague has changed so much over 25 years. And in some way that it sounds like a very long time, but it also seems a very, very short time. I mean, that sounds very banal. It's so strange because the city was so different in 1993. It was just, and the conference was so different. It went on for nearly 2 weeks. And I remember walking for hours and hours throughout the city, which looked very, very different to the way it was now. And I really fell in love with the city at that stage. And these days the conference is so full, the program is so full that I'm lucky if I even get into the centre of the city once in the evening. But I have these wonderful layers and layers and layers of memory of those 25 years of being here. And it always, this isn't true, often the weather was bad, but it always seems in my memory, in these layers of memory, to be the kind of beautiful spring weather that we're enjoying at the moment. So I always associate Prague with the Villa Lana. I stayed here the very first year. I stayed in the Villa Lana, in this actual building, and I'm staying here again. I associate with these beautiful trees. The pavilions weren't built there, but it's a magical, quite apart from the actual conference, the location of the conference at the Villa Lana in Prague has a magical quality for me. It came and went. I think the second year I was here was actually, or the third year, it was actually quite big. So some years, there were a lot of people. Some years it was very small. Some years there might have been, 30 of us. The ethos didn't change. The ethos didn't change. It was always a place with good papers and bad papers, but almost always really lively discussions, and that has never changed. What has changed in a good way is that it's become much more pluralist, in the sense of there are people from many different parts of the world, many different kinds of critical theory. So critical theory is understood in a much less narrow sense than it was at the beginning. I think these are wonderful developments. The challenge it poses is one of numbers. There are so many people here, it's hard to maintain the intimacy of the discussions with which I associate those earlier years in Prague. So there are losses and gains, but on the whole, it has. Well, I don't see. I was going to say positive development. I wouldn't want to draw a balance sheet. I would just say it's a living tradition, and it comes in, it goes up, has its ups and downs. But I always felt it was going to survive and thrive and blossom. And I remember being here on the terrace. I think it was the end of the 1990s, and some young Germans we were a very small group that year, and they were very pessimistic German students about the future of the conference. And I said, I've seen it come and go, and I have no doubt at all, because of just the specialness of the place and the discussions, the quality of the discussions. I felt it was always, it had a long future ahead of it, and I still feel that way. So.